You're listening to the audio production of Married Till Monday by Denise Hunter, published by Thomas Nelson and read by Julie Lyles Carr.
Chapter 1. The antique ring had been sitting forlornly on Ryan McKinley's kitchen counter for 5 months. It was an ordinary tale of lost and found, but the customary happy ending stretched just out of his reach. He left the room, more to escape the ring than anything, and stopped by the grandfather clock on his way to the stairs. He turned the key in the slot and wound the weight to the top, thinking of Abby again. It had been her job, winding the clock. Keeping the thing going was almost a compulsion with her. Not with him. The hands of the clock had been poised precisely at 7:12 for almost a week. He set the pendulum in motion and shut the antique door, twisting the key as the familiar ticking filled the big, empty house. He needed to go for his run, stretch his legs and let the thumping of his feet on the pavement beat the thoughts of her out of his head. He couldn't get his mind off her lately. The clock, the ring, the house. He'd already called himself a million kinds of fool. Buying his ex-wife's dream house had been a mistake, just as PJ had warned. A knock sounded at the door, and he sighed in relief at the distraction. PJ's wide smile greeted him as he swung the door open. Speaking of his sister, "Is it a good time?" His eyes fell to the covered dish in her hands. "It's always a good time for food." PJ breezed past on her way to the kitchen. "It's not meat and potatoes, sorry. Cole doesn't like crepes, so you're my guinea pig." "It's a chore, but somebody has to do it." In the kitchen, PJ lifted the lid, and the sweet smell of chocolate drifted his way. Since dinner had come in a Stouffer's box, Ryan's stomach growled in appreciation. PJ had started the Wishing House Grill in Chapel Springs right after culinary school. It had come complete with a free house and the man of her dreams. His baby sister had always led a charmed life. He grabbed 2 forks from the dishwasher and handed one to PJ. She eyed it skeptically. "Clean?" He gave her a sour look as he dug into the dessert. The warm confection practically melted on his tongue. Not bad." PJ took a dainty bite. "Just enough hazelnut, I think. Maybe a little more vanilla?" "I give it a 9.5. The details are yours to figure out." As they finished the crepes, PJ caught him up on the family, which from her perspective consisted mostly of their siblings' love lives. The love bug had bitten hard in the McKinley tribe the last few years. First Madison, then Jade, and now PJ. 2 of them were married, with PJ not far behind, he suspected, and he, the oldest, still batching it. Or rather, batching it again. When they'd had their fill of crepes, they placed their forks in the farm sink. "I better run. Need to get to Hanover before the store closes." PJ grabbed her purse while...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?